Now I am going to tell you whether we are in green zone, whether we are in yellow zone, or whether we are in red zone, and how do we decide that. Now first we will look at ourselves externally. So let us look at our waist circumference and our body mass index. As I have told you earlier that if our waist circumference for a female it is less than 80, then it is normal. And for a male, if the waist circumference is less than 90 centimeters, then it is normal. And similarly, body mass index for any adult should be less than 25, 18.5 to 25. So that means it is normal and the person is in green zone. So this is from the external factors. But as I have already told you, only external factors do not decide our internal factors. So we must check our blood pressure and see whether blood pressure is in green zone. So it should be 120 by 80. And we should check our triglyceride level. It should be less than 150. So lipid profile is must. And we should look at our fasting sugar, our post-lunch sugar, and our glycated hemoglobin. So fasting sugar in the normal range is less than 100. Post lunch 2 hours later, sugar should be less than 140 to be in normal range or in green zone, and the glycated hemoglobin should be less than 5.7%. So okay, we have checked internally as well as externally and we are in green zone. So now we want to remain here forever. So now we should eat only when we are hungry. So now learn to say no to food. So as soon as the food comes in front of our eyes, we should not eat, because as soon as we put food inside, insulin will be released. So now we should know that we should restrict our meals to only 3 meals per day, that is breakfast, lunch and dinner, and we should not snack in between our meals. As I have told you earlier, we should have lots of variation in our diet. So here we will consume lots of vegetables, salads, curd, paneer, everything, sprouts and dal, pulses, everything. But the intake of carbohydrate we will reduce. So if I was eating say 4 chapatis, I will try to cut down to say 3 and then to 2. So cut down on the carbohydrate intake. We should have 7 flours per day. So we can have vegetable made of various flours, but the numbers we should cut down. And similarly, if you are eating lot of rice, then try to cut down on the intake of rice, because we want to cut down on the intake of carbohydrates. Also cut down on all sugary drinks and all sugar containing food from your diet, because more the sugar content, more will be the insulin release. Early dinner is must for all of us, and we try to take our dinner as early as possible. And post dinner we should not eat anything. In case if we want, then we can have buttermilk or lime juice or some black tea or black coffee or herbal tea, but we should not eat anything. Lots of water is allowed, and we should be early to bed, because why? When we sleep early and there is during sleep there is a release of again growth hormone. So there is a dual advantage. We are fasting also and we sleep also adequately. So the growth hormone release will be much more, and insulin release is to bare minimum. That becomes the ideal combination for us. And for anybody, exercise is must. So as per the individual's capacity, whether a person can do walking, yoga, cycling, jogging, swimming, dancing, climbing stairs or any other physical exertion, but at least half an hour to 1 hour per day, physical exertion is must for all individuals, including children. Now whether we are in yellow zone or no, how do we decide about that? So let us look at the external appearance first. If for a female, if the waist circumference is between 80 to 90 centimeters, then that female is in yellow zone for this risk of obesity. And if the male's waist circumference is between 90 to 100 centimeters, then that male is in the risk of yellow zone. Now, if the body mass index for any individual is between 25 to 30, then that individual falls in the category of yellow zone. Now, having said this, these are the external factors, but now let us look at our internal factors. So if fasting sugar is between 100 to 126, or if the glycated hemoglobin is between 5.7 to 6.5%, or if the triglyceride level is between 150 to 200 milligram percent, then the person is in the yellow zone. And now we should aim to go back to green zone. But we will come to know about our status, where we are, whether we are in yellow zone or no. We will come to know only when we do our blood check. So checking of blood pressure, checking of blood parameters like blood sugar level, glycated hemoglobin and lipid profile is must every 6 to 12 monthly to decide which zone we belong to. And now once we have known that we are in yellow zone, as I had told you about pre-diabetes, that we already have now more fat and sugar in our blood circulation, which is going to harm our internal organs. So we should start working at this level to go back to green zone. And how do we do that? So here try to now, because now you have started taking early dinner and late breakfast. So if possible, instead of taking a breakfast at 9 o'clock, skip your breakfast and try to take at around 11 or 12 o'clock directly your lunch. So say you had your dinner at 7 o'clock in the night and directly you had at 11 o'clock something to eat. So that means you had 16 hours of fasting. And now this 8 hours from 11 to 7, now again we will keep our eating window. So that whatever we want to eat, we will eat between 11 to 7, and then again 7 p.m. onwards we will not eat anything, though we will have liquids which are not containing sugar. So what we are helping our body, as I have mentioned to you, is insulin level will go down tremendously because of fasting. And if we sleep early, again growth hormone will be released both during fasting and during sleep. And it will help us in fat burning, and we will be eating our own fat. So consume lots of vegetables. We can have lots of salads, pulses, dals, curd and all other nutrients, but restrict your carbohydrate intake and sugary intake as much as possible. And here, as we are in yellow zone, exercise is must. So minimum 1 hour or 1.5 hours of any physical exertion, so that we try to burn that extra fat which we have stored. And if we are in red zone, now what do I mean that you are in red zone? Alert, red alert. Now if waist circumference for any male is more than 100 centimeter or for any female is more than 90 centimeter, then it is the external appearance telling us that this person is in red zone. Similarly, if the body mass index of that person is more than 30, that means it is the red zone sign. Also, if we look at our internal factors, so let us look at the blood pressure. If the blood pressure is more than 140 systolic and more than 90 diastolic, that means we are in the red zone for the blood pressure. And for the sugar, if the fasting sugar is more than 126 and post lunch sugar is more than 200, and if our glycated hemoglobin is more than 6.5%, that means we are in red zone for the sugar, and this person is having frank type 2 diabetes now. And also for the fat level, if our triglyceride level is more than 200, that means we have lot of triglyceride, that is fat circulating in the blood. We have lot of sugar circulating in the blood, which is going to harm our internal organs, and lots of complications we are going to invite. So here we should be very, very careful, and we should work towards our obesity. We should try to implement a good now lifestyle. So when to eat is more important over here. Please avoid intermittent snacking. Have early dinner as much as early as possible for you, and try to have as late breakfast as possible for you. Try to eat only between say 12 to 4 or 12 to 6 or 12 to 8. So 6 to 8 hours of eating period if possible, and remaining hours we try to fast, so that we try to eat our own fat, burn our own fat, reduce our fat layers, and bring back the insulin sensitivity and come out of this metabolic syndrome which we already have developed because of our lifestyle. Exercise is must at this stage, and we must increase intensively, slowly we should exert ourselves and increase our level of intensity of workout, so that we burn out that extra calorie and we try to go back to yellow zone and then go back to green zone.